Hey, digital artist, Miss Seward here to give you some tips for your Unit 4 activity where you're going to pick an artist. It's this famous artist, but if you find, if you have a artist that you like on Instagram or, kind of a more contemporary, that means artist working now, you can totally pick them. And you're going to do some research and write an article about them. There's certain things you're supposed to find. All those instructions are in the Unit 4 activity, but I wanted to give you some tips on how to do some extra things that you might want to do with your article and need to do with your article. This is specifically in Google Docs. If you are using a different kind of software or online platform, come see me on Zoom and let's chat about it. You want to do some typography here, right? So making like a larger title, you can do that. You can pick different fonts up here. You always want to keep them readable, but you might want something kind of cool and fun. You can choose different sizes here. Now, for an article, think about how magazines are laid out. So, what you might want to do is actually create like little mini titles. You can even just use some of these. Oh, it created, since this was connected, it made the whole paragraph a title. So, I'm going to undo that and separate this here. Now I'm going to click on there and make that a title. See, so then I can maybe do something. I don't know. I kind of like the parentheses. It looks kind of cool and stylized, right? So you might have different sections just like a magazine article has, covering the different questions and different aspects that you are asked to research. Okay, so I could turn all of those things into titles. That's doing some typography. So when you add the pictures, right, we've seen other ways you can copy and paste them. You can, if you download it, you can insert an image. I have it selected right now. So they're already in here, but once you get them in here, you have some different options. When you click on them, it kind of comes in as this inline with text. And you'll notice as you move it around, it will sometimes put it in really strange places. You can choose this second one, which will wrap the text around it. So if you want to do kind of, like a traditional magazine article, have some text next to it, you could do it that way. Break the text will allow you to really just kind of put it in the middle of any text lines. And then you can put it behind text or in front of text. I would not advise that because you can't really see the text. So I would do something maybe like the wrap the text. Then you can choose the margins if you find that the text is too close or too far away. Right, you can increase or decrease your margins, have it move with the text, or fix position on a page. If you want to be able to create your article and this picture stays there, then it's going to be fixed here. And even if I create, put enters or push things around, it stays there. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to fix this one up top because it's an article about Vincent van Gogh, so you'd be able to see him. And you do got to watch out. It looks like this is kind of pushing the text in a funny spot, so I might just push that down. Watch for capitals at the beginning and punctuation, all that good stuff, right? So I might want to move these because they're doing some strange things with the text now, so I can move them around. When you are done writing your article, and remember, we're not copying and pasting from the internet. I can go read an article about any artist I want on the internet, but I want you to put it in your own words. Then to find out the word count, because Buzz asked it to be 500 to 750 words. So how do you find out your word count? So you can either click and drag and select all of your words, or you can just do click on the page and do Control A, and that will select everything. Then you go into Tools and choose Word Count. And this tells me right here, I only have 107 words so far. There's characters here, but we're talking about word count should be around 500 to 750 words. So that tells me that I'm still kind of low. You can even click on here to have it display your word count by typing. This really isn't it's not just babble on to create, 500 words. What I would do now is I see, okay, wow, I'm really low on my word count. I'm going to go back through and, I have one more section. And so it might help you to organize in the sections, because then you can see sections that you need a little more information on. So right now I kind of have 1 or 2 sentences per section and only about 100 words. I need to increase that. So I need to make each one of these a good paragraph, right? 3 to 5 sentences. Tell some interesting things and additional things about those particular paintings or what I find in my research. Okay, so you'll definitely want to watch that and watch all of your punctuation and capitalization and all those good things. So I'd have to go back and do some work here. Notice there's quotation marks around things that, I didn't name. That was the name of the painting, so I'd want to capitalize that. I can put a quotation mark around it because I did not create that name. Uh, and remember, no grand theft info. Okay, put it in your own words. And if you absolutely can't, right, we paraphrase, we do quotes. And one thing that's missing from here that I definitely want is down at the bottom. Push enter here to get down to the bottom. Oh, and I lost my period there. Oh, I can go put it back. But now I can click down here and I want a link to where you got the information. So I could go get the link, right? Go open up my other tab, copy the URL, which is the web address right here, right, of my research, right? I'm only recording one tab, so I can't click to a different one and show you, but I can select right here, right click and copy, then come down here and paste, right? That's just right click, it's 2 fingers on a Chromebook. Then I can hit enter afterwards and it will actually create a link to my research. If you used a couple different websites, please include those on there. Can't wait to see your articles and read your articles all about your cool artists. Thanks, digital artists.